Hello there, this is Showcase Africa. My name is Dami Olanrewaju, and I'm shooting right at the city of opportunity, the gold city, Johannesburg, South Africa. And I'm so excited to bring to you entrepreneurs, thought leaders, innovators that are changing the landscape. The essence of this show, as we said, and we'll continue to reiterate, is for us to be able to showcase the opportunities happening in Africa. Here by Africans, we need to change the narrative. We need to let people understand that it is African time. It is Africa o'clock, literally. And today I'm excited. I have with me a phenomenal lady, fantastic lady. I just met her recently, but we've had one or two things that we're doing together, and that's the essence. We're collaborating. We're trying to get things done. And you are the first non-Nigerian here that I will interview. So it's going to be a kind of unique perspective. Great welcome, Temitope. We call her Queen Victoria also, and you will do justice by, giving us an intro as to who you are and what you do. Then we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, I'm Temitope, popularly known here as Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
So, we say Queen because we have a program with my NGO called One with a Mission, where it's called We Stay Queens.
Yeah.
So we refer to every woman in that organization as a queen. So we're queens, and we encourage women to be queen, just because we believe that women has to be poised.
Yeah.
So that, introducing myself, Victoria, and I work with two organizations. One is Woman with a Mission, which was founded in 2016. And the other one is Mission Africa, which is, oh my goodness, my baby, my dream, my joy. And because I have so much passion for Africa, and it's so interesting to meet you because you're also in the space of showcasing Africa. So we've had events in the space of branding. So sometimes we call it rebranding Africa. I've had some people say it's a brand, we're not rebranding it, but I think we can call it a branding or rebranding. In whatever space, the intention is to showcase Africa for what it is. America is a good brand because even with the Hollywood, it's a channel to brand America. So, it might not be what exactly it's said to be, but Africa, we just need to also only showcase, we're not trying to be hypocrites, but showcase the goodness, great part of Africa, because it's a lot of great things in Africa. So we need to do that, and then more so encourage entrepreneurship, because there's a lot to be discovered in Africa. We're too brilliant. Not to toot our own horn, but we've got everything. And then so the need to now focus in Africa, on Africa, by Africans, and see, because I'm saying, we should go everywhere in the world. I love the world, I love the globe. But we need to even shed more light into Africans, because I'm telling you, when I bring people into South Africa, they're like, are you serious? Are we still in South? Am I dreaming? And I would take people everywhere in Africa, it's amazing. We have the best weather, we have the best people, we have everything, the best food, we have everything. We have everything. So we need to, it's our time.
So I can see that glow, and I'm happy. The whole idea is that people don't understand that beyond the sitting down to have this podcast is that there's energy that's flowing.
Yes.
And literally I can feel that goosebump on my skin now. For you talking about this, for me, the whole idea is that the Project Africa, it's in our hands. It's something that we must. And again, because the reason why I'm doing this is that rather than go about complaining, political leadership, there's a problem. But I believe that we have, as business leaders, from social landscape, from all the core, even if you're a core capitalist, we have a lot of role to play to changing this narrative, number one, to create platforms and rooms for collaboration, and to be able to stretch that good narrative that you talk about. So let's fast forward. How did you get into this country? What was your antecedents so that, because now you are offering two unique dimensions. Today, we're going to be zoning in around from the perspective of the fact that you are a social entrepreneur. Of course, I know you run for-profit business too, but, deep dive into social entrepreneurship. But also, you're representing Nigeria in diaspora in the sense that you are not a native of South Africa, but you're doing something here and you've been here for a couple of years. Can you just walk us through how you got here and all of that?
Absolutely. It's just been insane. I think I've been in South Africa permanently for over 14 years.
Wow.
Actually, yeah, I say 14 because it's off my head. My daughter's 14 years and I had her here. But I've been back and forth 10 years prior.
Oh.
I've been going in and out of South Africa. So I started with my own personal business. I'm just this person that my mom knows. She's always like, oh, you're this little girl, At the age of maybe 7, I would learn a trade and I've been an entrepreneur as a child.
Yeah.
So, I could just walk by the street and I see a beautiful earring. I'm not thinking about, because I love fashion.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about, oh, I'm just going to wear it, but I'm going to make people wear it. So I'm going to not just gift it. Before I used to be like, I'll gift it. Yeah. But now, then I just thought, no, I'm going to make them wear it because they're going to love it. I love it. They should love it. And then I'm going to make them pay for it.
Yeah.
So I have students who, I did real-time trade by barter.
Yeah.
So I started with that kind of thing from secondary school, what we call it, to university. I went to Lagos State University, LASU. So, off my back, I already had my boutique, but the back of my truck was another boutique. So I would have things in the back of my truck. My cousins in the UK, in the US, they sent to me. I sell. Funny, I'd be carrying the bag. Some of my friends would be like, that bag, I want that one. Do you still have that? So usually I keep extras of what I'm wearing so that they would buy it. But sometimes I sell what I'm wearing. Like they literally take the ones on me, to buy. So, and then my cousin came for my uncle's 70th birthday at the time. Now he's done the 90th.
Wow.
So the 70th birthday, and then she was here, a doctor here in South Africa, Ayo. So she said, you know what, all those things you're saying, you need to come see Mr. Price. I'm like, what's Mr. Price? You need to come to Legit. All those things are so cheap in South Africa. I'm like, really? So I booked a ticket, I got my visa, and I came visiting South Africa. So getting here, I saw, oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe it, 10 rands. 10 rands, beautiful tops, beautiful outfits. And the luck I had at the time, there's this Bellevue. I wouldn't say luck because it was their loss. Bellevue had a plane crash. So the flight was literally cheap, almost free. So I was a regular flyer. I'd fly in every week in and out of South Africa with full bags of maybe 6 bags, because they weren't having passengers. They were happy to have me. So I would bring my luggages for free, buy and shop till you drop. And I promise you, as I'm getting down in Nigeria, I have retailers waiting for me. So I'm offloading, off-take. And the tops are super cheap. I was making good money. So, and so that encouraged trade. So I had the easy way to trade, to transact because of the Bellevue situation. But now it's a big deal. I see that even I have friends that are in the agricultural sector and they want to actually do trade with South Africa and Nigerians and all of those kind of things. And I see their barriers and limitations. So I think if we also just let us know that in that lapse, there's a need for economic integration amongst Africans to make the coastlines absolutely easy so that we can exchange goods amongst ourselves and then improve on it. So hence the intention for Mission Africa, which was created 4 years ago.
Okay. So, but how has it been like, so from there, let's still backtrack to now coming in fully. What informed you coming in fully?
Okay, so my intention was to relocate after university to America because my fiancé at the time, now my husband, his younger brother was already there. They were living in America. So I'm like, we're just going to finish university and go to the United States. So I said, when I came to South Africa with what I said earlier, I said, Guy, you need to come see this country. Like, it's a beautiful place and it's so peaceful. It's for me. It is Africa. So he came and it was sold. So we decided to start our family here.
Oh, wow.
So when we started having kids, there was no need to go up and down.
Around,
and it was home. We just loved it.
There's something unique about this country, right?
Yes.
It has the feel of Europe,
Exactly.
But it allows the Africanness, because it's not as hostile as maybe what you get in Europe, right? You can still feel African.
Absolutely.
But because the infrastructure is fairly above average than every other some major African countries, the only place where you can probably get some of these things will be Morocco, a bit of Nairobi. Ghana is stepping up, but in terms of where to compare this place with, it's probably going to be the UK or somewhere in Europe. So I get the logic. That's why it's been touted as the Europe of Africa. Anyway,
yes.
Yeah. So settling in. So how were you able to navigate the terrain? What is it then and now? Do you think things have changed? What's happening in terms of maybe as a should I use the word foreigner?
I don't like it. I don't embrace the term foreign because it means you're foreign.
Yeah.
And I'm African, so
as a Nigerian,
living here. So to be honest with you, originally it was much easier. I started in Centurion, which was super homey, and I focused more on raising my kids. But I've always been an entrepreneur, so I still was running business from Nigeria, and I was even able to sustain myself with the profit from my businesses back home. So here and there, I would be able to send goods home. I still have my boutique, I still have salons, I still have my businesses back home. So it was much easier and things were less expensive. Everybody knows it's not only South Africa, and then the currency in Nigeria also, oh my goodness, you can't even equate it. So I mean, so when the recession and all these global situations, war here and there, it's affecting everybody all around the globe. So that's a little step back. So I needed to start business here in South Africa. So I started with my hair business. I started doing I used to do that also in Nigeria. Even at the time of my wedding, I already was a brand, so I decided to start that here. And then it's not as easy to start a business in South Africa like Nigeria. Because Nigeria, we're very social. South Africans, don't get me wrong, are social, but South Africans are too white people-ish. Like they're so formal. You can just pop in and say, "Hi, girl, can I see you tomorrow?" No, you have to write a letter to see your friend. I'm just kidding, but it's just proper. But Nigeria, you just pick up your phone and your mom's friend, and I want to let you know how far that person is related to you. We'll just be by your gate. I'm like, you'll be like, Nigeria, it's a norm. It's a norm. It's no biggie. But here you can't do that. You can't even get to the code, the access code, get into the estate before you get into the... So it's not easy to just do the one-on-one business and trade. So you have to get a proper store. So you need capital. And so I needed to source for capital. But I thought before that, I'm an entrepreneur. Come on, think, girl. So I thought, okay, with my hair business, let me reach out to other salons and see if they could stock from me. That's the Brazilian hair. They were expensive at the time, not like now that everybody's in the business. So I said, okay, no, so do your marketing, just go approach them. So, and then the difference was in the model I used to do in Nigeria also allow you installment where you can pay like a half now and pay later when the client comes. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to stock your store with my products. And then when you sell out, you can pay me, or even if you have a half of it, you can pay. And they never had that. So I started that line of business.
That makes sense. So more like you're an wholesaler.
I'm a wholesaler.
Yeah, but where were you sourcing from?
Do you want me to tell you a secret?
So let's go.
That's a business secret, but it wasn't from South Africa, obviously.
That's what I was thinking.
Definitely not. So I was importing also, and that was another thing, because now the tax, the custom rate and this and that was just very expensive. So it made it as a wholesaler a little bit much more not as profitable. So the margin between wasn't as good. So that was also not for the kind of lifestyle I like.
I get you.
It wasn't getting me there. So hence I thought, okay, let's do other things. So I added some other businesses before we started the non-profit.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's walk through the non-profit, because that seems to be that's where your heart is really, truly. So can you walk us through your initiatives? What are you up to?
All right. So my passion, like I said, is entrepreneurship. fashion, and events. See, our control party for Africa, like everybody knows that Temitope's party is, it's so much fun.
You need to invite me to one.
I can't wait, no, honestly. So it's always like, there's something, it's not really about the food, about maybe because I used to be maybe I'm still, in Yoruba say, Abebelube, but not so much. I'm still timid, but I'm just a people's person. I just want to put a smile on your face. I'll force you to smile, So because of that spirit, and I knew that people love me, so I started with, number one, let's throw an event. Let's have people happy. So we started with what we call making positivity contagious. So I just wanted to put a smile on your face.
Excellent.
Then at the time, at my expense, but for NGO, for a good cause.
Yes.
So I've used this place for like maybe twice. Just throw something, put people together. But then I realized they're not just meeting each other and having my food. They're actually networking. And the next thing I see that lady saying, oh, I met her through my place and she's throwing my baby shower.
Because the reason why I was connected with you is that our mutual connect said she knows people and she's your connector, and that's why we had these. And of course, you are also even helping to facilitate some people to also be guests here. So the motive really, you're saying, it's just about putting people together in a space, making them happy.
The power of networking is amazing. See, connection makes the world go round. It's who you know. Because as much as I used to think it's a Nigerian thing, trust me, it's a world thing. If you're, like, say, the human resource person of what's the biggest firm, you can imagine how much email for CVs and you get. What if your daddy's brother that's just walking in the room and like, Temi's son doesn't have a job. She'll be like, oh, really? Is she qualified? Oh, yes. Oh, she's got a degree? Oh, okay, send her in.
Then you
beat all the
through, and you just go through.
Exactly. So that's the power of connection. So I immediately realized that. I understood that even from the get-go. So number one, connection. And like I said, entrepreneurship. I wanted to see people own their businesses. I wanted to see, especially women. I wanted to see that. So I saw the need where even if you've not started something, somebody can motivate you, even by a dialogue at the event, to see how people started as nobody. You don't have to have the money. Like I said, how I started, I just reached out. Yes, I had a little capital to start purchasing goods, but I still needed to get it out there. So it's still, you have to start something. You can start small. So I needed to showcase that, so I thought, okay, you know what? Let's put people together in the same space. They can network and then they can be inspired. And see, do you know I actually want to be like her? Do you know I actually want to do what she's doing? And then the first event we ever had, I had a sponsor, not a huge sponsorship, but it's a friend's friend who came to the event in the petroleum space. And I thought, why don't we start women in petroleum? And then one became two became many. And then I saw how one of our women was able to help a younger lady in our region start a petrol station with a piece of land that's her father's but abandoned. And then she didn't spend a penny. She was able to put her through the network and they saw that, okay, you can give us your piece of land, we'll do this. It's just a collaboration with the big shots, with the oil industry, and they put a petrol station right there. And this lady, oh my goodness, I can't even say I wanted, she's the first to support the mission, because she's running.
Immediate beneficiary of that.
Exactly. So that's the kind of things that we started with Women with a Mission. And then we started with Women in Mining, and we have Lawyers Forum, we have the Doctors Forum. So now I know people. My people know.
Are they separate entities or within
Women with a Mission?
Okay.
And now we're fusing it into Mission Africa. So we don't want to separate the organizations. It's just kind of a body. Together with each other. Yes.
So what other things have you guys done in the last, how many years now?
Okay, now see, I forgot to tell you about our award program, which is another passion of mine.
Yeah.
So now we have the WUMRA Awards, which some people only tell, the WUMRA lady. They don't even know Woman with a Mission. They don't even know Mission Africa.
Yeah.
But they say, oh, that's the WUMRA lady. Even my daughter, it's a funny story. They said they should, who you want to be, just Google someone or somebody you like. And then so she was like, she wants to be a mom. So they were like, okay, what's done? Our friends are like, why your mom? Like, she's like, my mom is. So then they said, okay, let's Google your mom. Then they put, one of the friends, oh, I know her, she's the WUMRA lady.
Yeah.
So probably a mom came for one of the events. And then she's like, no, she's not your mom. The bottom line of the story is I was the WUMRA lady. So some people know. So that's the WUMRA Award. We started that 2022. And then that's just to showcase the power of networking, showcasing or shedding the light on people doing great things, groundbreakers, people helping out in the career space, across Africa. So with the WUMRA Awards, we bring in people from all over the continent, in one space, and then they able to network. We acknowledge them. We give them recognition awards. So the WUMRA means Woman with a Mission. Yeah. Recognition awards.
Oh, okay.
Recognition and achievement awards. So that's WUMRA. So it's still Woman with a Mission initiative, but it's WUMRA. Everybody knows it as WUMRA. So we started WUMRA, and it's been so amazing. We've recognized ambassadors, we've recognized ministers and different important people. Just exactly when a story is told that they're helping build Africa, XYZ. So that's another initiative with Woman with a Mission. But with Mission Africa now, we've started so much with the youth. Like you said, it's all about the state of mind. When we want to build Africa, we start with the people that are going to make Africa. Yeah. So the importance of touching those people and making them participate in governance, in decision making, in just having a voice, literally, it's very important. So we started with the university. So we're working so closely with University of Joburg, and we're definitely having an event in August just to showcase, rather to shed a light and interact with the students of the University of Joburg. So in this year's team, we're talking about artificial intelligence, the 4.0 industry, and the fourth industrial revolution. It's a worry now because I was having a conversation with a friend even right today, and then we're talking about how the AI seems like it's just not going to take all of our jobs. Like I'm studying to be a graphic designer, but somebody could write not even a code now because I did computer science too. So I can code, I build websites. So you could just think you don't even now have to send codes. You could literally type a cat and a dog, and then the dogs are fighting. How am I going to get a job when I finish my university? So you want to let them know that it's not about that. It's not about what it's going to turn into. It's about what you believe you're going to become. So we have so many things we want to tell the youth. We want to tell them, especially what I didn't know when I was that age, and how much more potential they have, and and it's just whatever the world is changing into, just don't be afraid. Believe that you have a lot to offer. So we're talking a lot. We're doing orientation programs in the youth space. We're doing conventions. We're spoiling them as much as we can. And then just making sure that they know. And then last year we had the conversation about ageism because it's actually a thing. I didn't know that. I know what ageism is, but I didn't know that the youth are really feeling like sometimes they don't let us speak. They just feel, oh, what do you know? Like, experience, get some more. And it's so sad also now because sometimes with this job opportunities, they ask for experiences. So they feel like they're not really being appreciated.
Being hedged out, almost disenfranchised.
Exactly. So we need to reassure them that, well, ageism is a thing, but we need to let them know it's just we'll shed the light on that. We'll create awareness in that space because we need your voice.
So how are you funding all of this? Because it's looking
Yeah.
like so much already. And the endemic issue around the social space is the issue of funding.
Yeah.
And you also zero in on the fact that actually for there are other maybe bigger organization doing some of these things. Maybe they're able to command direct funds and all of that. And now the CSR component from corporate is shrinking. Why? Because they are also even struggling to meet the bottom line. So how exactly are you funding this, and by default, what will you advise for a social entrepreneurs? How do you expect them, or what will you advise them in setting up and running a successful social enterprise?
Yeah, that's interesting, and that's a very surreal question to ask, because it's a challenge for anybody doing something that's more community based. You have to start with what you have to offer. What do you give? Like I said, I started with what I had. So it's just, sourcing out what do I need. And as an event planner, I have the highlights. I have my, what's it called? My list of needs.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, I have to have a budget, and I have to see what my budget can carry. So I realized that there's still power in negotiation, and there's power in just trying. You know what? One popular adage in Nigeria is, when you try, I don't know if it's all over the world, but my uncle, because I'm from a lineage of educationists. My uncle owns a school, a big school in Nigeria. My mom, principal. So, we're just, so he has all those things, like with zeal, with zeal are best for seek. It's resonated with me. You have to do everything with zeal. And then the one I was talking about is, if you try and don't succeed, try again. So it was like a song. If you try and don't succeed, try again. So we'll say it. So when you dance that to your classroom, if you try and don't succeed, try again. So you don't give up. So you try by getting the little you have and see how you can make that happen. So what did I do? And I like good things. I'm not going to do my events in some, even I don't use 3 stars. I never started with even 4 stars. I started with the big hotels. I'm like, can I afford this hotel? I'm like, well, I'm a talker, so let me try. So put me in the room. Who makes the decision here? Hello? And then they say, you have to write an email. I'm like, email doesn't do it, guys. I know I'm not the only one writing emails. So I want to speak with, who do you speak with? The manager, the CEO? So that's how I even know the CEO of the Hilton Hotel. I actually started with Cedarwood. So the Cedarwood was just the manager. So I would speak to the manager, like, I want to use your venue. And I'm not doing this to have a birthday party. I'm doing this to bring people, even from the ghetto, to experience Stanton. I'm bringing in this and this. I'm doing this. It's just for the community. And of course, when they hear the community and they hear the university students and they hear this and that, they're like, okay, let's see what we can do. And then some of them will say, you still have to do the email. But no, I've spoken to you. I see I touched your heart. So that makes sense. I'll do the formal. I'll do the needful. So I'll now send the email, and even from the Cedarwood, even sometimes the food is subsidized. We get the venue sponsored by them, so they're part of the sponsors. So that's fun. Then catering, food, friends. You have to do something. But mostly I started with my own dime. And then we did the first one, and people were asking, when is the next one? So when we started, we did quarterly. Every 4 times a year, we have a huge summit, bringing people together in the same space. So, but later, then we have small businesses, because don't forget, we're talking about small businesses, entrepreneurs. So they're like, okay, I have a 10,000 here, we'll support you. So it started growing. So, but most of our sponsors are still entrepreneurs. We haven't reached, we've had few big names. I did the campaign for Airbnb with the experiences. I did their interviews, and they've been in their own time supporting, especially the fact that they give us this privilege of creating experiences for our women, which it's amazing. Where we bring, when the tourists come in, their platform brings in people into the country in the first place. So when they can see, what do I want to do in that country that's, with a local, like with an indigenous or somebody that I just don't want to walk around and just be scared.
Yeah.
I want to work with someone I know. I want to talk to somebody that is recommended. But how do I get that? Hence the Airbnb experience. So what did we do? We created experiences for our women, which I had one TV celebrity. She's one of our members. She has a cooking class show. So what she did was we created an experience cooking with a TV chef, where when they come in, they can cook. They can have the local food, a teaching how to cooking class, basically how to cook. Then we have teaching Zulu, the basics. So when you come in, you can say the basics to the indigenes, and then so people love that. So we're doing that. People want to do nightlife, but there's a female DJ. Oh, really? And she's gonna host us. Oh, yeah. So we did that also. So I was doing, like I said, I love fashion. So I was doing shopping with a stylist. So I would take people shopping in Santon. We did the kaftan. We did, so different experiences we created. So that was a platform Airbnb gave to us, and we're still running that now.
So let's piggyback. So what are the challenges that you feel that entrepreneurs would go through in the early stages, right? And from your experience and the experience of people in your community, how do you think that, what will you suggest? How do you think it can be navigated? So the challenges, you can just list them. Then in terms of, how do people actually, what do you suggest as to navigate some of these challenges that you're going to talk about?
Okay. So that's a good question, because that's a problem we are trying to solve. Number one is funding.
Yeah.
You need, like we said, the capital. And then even if you started small, you need to expand.
Yeah.
And so many of us, we have big dreams, and they actually can deliver. So just the ability to get funding, or sponsors or partners, or people just bringing money. And there are a lot of people out there that are actually looking for businesses to do, but they actually don't know there's a group of upcoming SMEs that really need them. And then, but I know that there's a trust issue, like maybe if I put my money in, how do I get it back? Am I sure to get it back? So, but I think funding is a major challenge. And as an entrepreneur, I didn't know the power of marketing until so a lot of entrepreneurs are struggling with marketing. As much as we have the phones now, and then we have the WhatsApp and the Instagrams and social media platforms, there's still a huge gap, a need for professional marketing, in the business. And a lot of people are not doing that. Hence, while so many businesses, when they start 6 months, they collapse, So marketing is another major problem. Another thing I think that's a challenge for small businesses, small, medium businesses in Africa, in South Africa, is our own people. So many Africans believe in the Western products. They actually would rather a Western, anything that's done by the West, it's what they want. I have a lot of white friends, so I don't want to use the word, maybe the white people, but we believe that when it's sold by them, it's perfect. They don't even want to know. So the need to encourage Africans to patronize Africans is very imperative. So that's huge. That's a huge factor, actually, because when you have a business and you don't have patronage, then what are you doing? You're just going to be, if you're cooking, you're eating it by yourself, or if you're selling stuff, nobody's buying them. And funny, the people coming in actually want to patronize things by African. When we have tourists in, they are doing that. So the need for our people to please, try to support African products, African made. It's very.
Speaking about that, I've had a lot of, going through different countries, quite amazing, where you expect that for some of these countries you get in, you should be seeing people wearing their native fabrics, you know, like it's been mainstream. You never know that they are just props that you see online just for people to say, visit South Africa, visit Nairobi. Then you get there, you realize that they are not dressing. You go through the town, you see people just wearing jacket and foreign stuff, foreign label, you know, and you know, it's quite amazing to know that we have a lot of things to showcase, our fabrics, our culture, you know, our food and all that. But you're not seeing that. Like, so what will even happen when Africans are not embracing that? But it's quite funny that the Europeans will come, the Americans will come, they get so fascinated, get so excited about all of these things that really does not bother us, which is a problem, because there's no way we are ever going to be able to get to that mainstream in terms of impacting pop culture if you don't showcase our music is doing well now, but again, it's not, we didn't get it through a structured means. Just like look at the Nollywood narrative. Our movies are going global gradually. I think the next level will be food and clothing
And fashion,
and fashion. And what you being in this fashion space, what do you have to say about that?
Yes, there's so many factors to that, because African fashion, it's synonymous to colors. So some people are not into colors.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's one factor.
I think I've heard that you say it's colorful.
Yeah, for me, yeah, it's too colorful. I won't lie. But even myself, because I want to be so African, the best I can do is put them together. Like a little bit of Western, a little bit of African, and see what we can get out of it. So like what I'm wearing now, it's African inspired, but I'm using a fabric which is Western, but it's a tailor patronize a friend. So I'm still supporting an African-based business.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I'm doing the African side. I have this design in African, proper African fabric. But because I want to have a little bit of Western touch to it, so I decided to do the same design in a Western style. So the need to incorporate these things together. There's this, the tribe in South Africa, is it the Tswani, I think. They have the beautiful light nude colors. I love the colors. It's more nude, brownish, and the tape it with black. Super plain. So I always go for that fabric and the style, you know, if I want to do African.
Makes sense.
So it's not so colorful or loud, you know. So, but we're proudly loud. So we like the loudness.
Yeah, because again, it's about speaking to what is original to you.
Exactly.
You know, and because what we're calling loud, the Europeans are seeing it and they love it.
Exactly.
Shouldn't be loud now be the new normal.
Let's get loud.
You get what I mean? And again, I believe that there are other ways where you can tone it down. So I do a lot of all these local pants in different materials, but I see we're plain stuff
on top of it
to douse it, basically white and black most of the time, or color that will relate. But it's plain, but color that will go naturally with the other. So in terms of opportunity in business, having been in the business scene for quite a while, and you know, it's quite funny yesterday too that we're somewhere and you were trying to say, there's this opportunity here and cool. Why is it that some of us see opportunities, some don't? But again, the main question actually is, where do you see opportunities in South Africa currently?
I mean, South Africa is just loved by the world. And what I need to tell my brothers and sisters here is, guys, people love you. So embrace them more. Because embracing them brings opportunity to everyone. Hence, we're talking about collaboration. Now, there's so many, oh my goodness, so many opportunities. I just look at things and I see opportunities everywhere, you know. So I think it's more about what can you do and what can't you do. I read the book when I was growing up. I think it's the Richest Man in Babylon. And then what I took away, one of the things I took away from that book is other people's time other people's money.
Yeah.
And then business begins.
Yeah.
And then, so if you can not do this aspect of that business, you can get somebody who you know is so passionate and driven, and you see what you can do.
Yeah.
But you can't just say, oh, it's not for me. Oh, business is not for me. No. You can collaborate, actually. Look for that person that business is for, and then come together and make it a thing. So what do you love doing? So it's important to love it. When you see what you love and see an opportunity, you just try to make it you actualize it. You know?
Yeah.
So I love food. I don't. I'm not a foodie, but I love the smell of it. I love the idea of it, and I know that there's a thing in Yoruba that says "Onje ole kuta." That's, you cannot go into a food business. I mean, I've seen people go in and
So of course,
it's not always true.
because there's other dynamics.
Yes, to that, because it's not just cooking the food. It might be delicious. There's the
environmental
factors. There's so many factors.
Several things, yeah.
Exactly. So the management factor and every other thing. So you have to factor that. So there's so many opportunities, like you were talking about yesterday. I went to a particular place. I'm saying there's no African restaurant. It's all Western restaurants, Indian only. And then I'm like, come on, there should be an African restaurant in this space.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a lot of Africans coming in. So I felt, why is no one doing that? But I'm maybe somebody has tried, maybe somebody has failed, but I think that there are still opportunities in that space. There are opportunities in every space. For a matter of fact, the Lawyers Forum. So one of our ladies, she's a young lawyer, is South African, and then Zandile, and actually Zanele. Zanele actually has a law firm, and she was telling me how much she can help people to be like, there's apparently like a course you can do for 2 years in South Africa, and then there's a field where the government are looking for lawyers that are with that qualification. They can be employed. You know, so, and being employed is still being self-employed, because she's running our own chamber. She has a law firm. She's an attorney by herself. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness. And I have a couple of them, like maybe in their 20s, they already started a law firm. So don't get me wrong, I have a lot of South African young ladies that are so business oriented. There's this beautiful lady, she received an award, and then she was so humble, like, oh my goodness, okay. So she invited me to a law firm. I'm like, it's yours? She said, that's my name. I'm like, okay. So she owns a law firm, and here in Santon, on Rivonia Road. And I went there, I was thinking, maybe it's just a small space. Oh my goodness, you need to see how many employees she has, maybe about 30.
Wow.
The ones I saw.
Yeah.
And then she's not 30 at the time. Yeah. So there are a lot of opportunities. And then she also says, I wish people could just want to do so. You know, you would think just being a lawyer is a lawyer. And that's it.
Yes.
There's so many people that need lawyers. There's so many things with the CE, and every space, even in the governmental space, they're throwing out jobs, like subbing it out to lawyers. So there are so many opportunities across, you know, for everyone. Yes.
So wrapping up now, let's quickly just touch on collaboration.
Yes.
With amongst Africa and within Africa. So how has it been? You know, or have you had experience in that? And what do you have to say around collaboration within Africa and with Africans?
Yeah. So with the Mission Africa, we're doing the first ever conference in Nigeria this year.
Wow.
In November.
Yeah.
And then we're still having a conference here in South Africa for an awards, 1st of November. But the 20th of November, we're going to Nigeria. And then the theme of the event is enhancing economic integration and collaboration. So I just want to emphasize the collaboration, because the intention is to engage. Like last year, we had people from Tunisia, from Cote d'Ivoire at our event here in South Africa. But this year we want to have at least 5 African countries present at the conference in Nigeria. So the intention is to see how people can collaborate. So just seeing the collaboration space, we were they always saying you approached us. I said you approached me. Potato, it's the same thing. But because one of our members that attended the mining Indaba, actually met them. That's the Nigerian women in mining. Don't forget, I told you we also have Mission Africa Women in Mining.
Yes.
So she's one of us. Attended the Indaba, and then the women in mining, they met her and they saw what our husband does in the mining space. So they are the couples. They have, if not the major or the only one, designing jewelry in South Africa.
Wow.
The couples are Nigerian with Jamaican. The wife is Jamaican, which is my sister. And I'm calling the Jamaican my sister than the Nigerian man, but she's amazing. So she said, listen, you guys want to take me to Nigeria. Victoria is having an event in Nigeria about November. And I'm like, oh my goodness, these people are the one that stole the weekend I was going to use at the same venue.
Wow.
So they're having the event right after, because now we had to take the week, because you know about Dirty Nigeria last year?
Yeah, of course.
Insane. So I'm trying to book venue in Nigeria. Oh my goodness, everywhere fully booked. December, I was trying, because I know December is a time in Nigeria. Yeah. But everywhere was fully booked in December. A hotel, fully booked. Everywhere fully booked. Also, the funny part was, she said, let me put you guys together. So that's why I say they approach, because somebody was telling me about them. So we had with the GGCE, we met with them and they said, you know what, we're going to have to collaborate. So our delegates coming from South Africa are definitely going to attend their masterclass. So what are they doing? They are teaching Africans how to make jewelries out of gemstones.
Wow.
And we're going to be designing crowns and jewelries and even fashion. They said fashion, they said jewelries. This is what I want to do in life. So what did I do? I just said, no. I'm in. So we've merged two events so that
you can have it in one place and everybody wins. Yeah.
Everybody wins.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. Just a parting shot so that we can wrap this up. What do you have to say to youth, to especially women, young ladies at this point? The reason I'm saying that is that things are pretty tough across some of these African countries, and there's this whole emergence of people just selling their body, all of those things, and it's becoming a pandemic across different cities. I've seen that at scale in different cities. What do you have as advice?
So that's amazing to say, because we have a project called the Stay Queens. We use that slang because of the Slay Queens, because we were passionate about what the youth are turning into. But if you can think it, you can do it. Just believe in the power of self, in the power of the mind, in the power of creativity. You can do anything you want to do.
Thank you so much, Temitope, or Queen Victoria, like we know you in Joburg. It's been an exciting conversation, and I just believe that there'll be a sequel to this sometime in the future. Thank you so much for coming, and I wish you Godspeed in your program in November, and we'll definitely be part of that. Thank you so much for coming.
And thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure.
Thank you. So guys, this is the end of this particular episode. It's been so amazing sitting down with Queen Victoria to discuss social entrepreneurship and business and operating business as a Nigerian in South Africa. I want you guys to do something for me, because this is a movement, right? I want you to follow me across all social media platforms. Follow Showcase Africa as we begin to go into several African countries to spotlight and showcase innovations, showcase opportunity, showcase doings amongst African entrepreneurs. I'll see you on another one. Thank you and take care.